Hello chess friends, so in this video I shall be taking you through two wonderful chess problems and both of them are extraordinary and very unique in their compositions. So here comes the first one. It's composed by Benko, the famous chess composer, the famous chess player, and it's white to play and checkmate in two moves. So like always, pause the video, and this one definitely deserves a lot of time and consideration because the ending is superb. The checkmate is like picturesque. It's a picturesque checkmate basically. So white to play, made in two moves. Go ahead, pause the video and try to find the move that white should play here. Alright, so you must have noticed that white has two pawns, two passed pawns. What should we promote them to? If you promote any of the pawns to a queen, the problem is the king escapes or the bishop moves, and in all of the cases you must be tired of finding ways of giving checkmate. Still there is no checkmate. In fact, we do not have to promote to a queen or a rook in this case, but to more knights. So where is the squares where the king can possibly go? The king can go to d6 and the king can go to f7. Out of which, if we can take care of the d6 square, the rest everything becomes super easy. So this is how you do it. You under promote the e8 pawn to a knight, and the knight controls the d6 squares, which basically forces either for him to move his bishop or the king. Let's say king f7, and now comes a beautiful checkmate. You again under promote to a knight, and there is a checkmate. There are four knights on the chessboard. This is totally confusing position, but in fact it turns out that every single square over here, every single of the square is guarded and under attack. That is a wonderful, beautiful checkmate. And of course, this knight is the one who's giving a check. Wonderful checkmate. Very unique in its appearance. So after we promote, it is not compulsory for him to go to f7 square. In fact, he has several bishop moves. He can try any of these bishop moves. There are like tons of bishop moves. Any of the bishop moves. Bishop h1, bishop c6, for example. White again under promotes to a knight, and there comes a wonderful checkmate. Again, every beautiful. It's a very beautiful checkmate. Every square is controlled, and one of the very rare puzzles where there are four knights. I think I do remember a chess composition which was solved by Mikhail Tal, the famous composition. In that composition, there are multiple knights, but again, it's very rare for such things to happen, and also very beautiful. So this was the first chess problem I wanted to show you. Now let's jump on to the second wonderful chess composition. So here comes our second chess problem of the day. It's white to play. This is incredibly difficult. Although the black king is right in the center, I think this is one of the things that makes this problem very complicated. That checkmating the king is most difficult when he's in the right in the center of the board, and accomplishing this even with so many pieces is very tough. So white to play, checkmate in two moves. I nearly spent about 10 minutes before solving this, so I definitely want you. Of course, you guys are very strong. You are exceptionally strong, and you solve puzzles very fast. All of my subscribers are very good at calculating, and this is exactly the kind of puzzles you love. So go ahead and give yourselves an adequate time, about 5 minutes at least, and try to find the move that white should play, the key move in order to give a checkmate to the black king in two moves. So white to play, made in two. This is a wonderful piece of beauty. Alright, I'll take you right through the move. The move is, there are several tempting moves. Unfortunately, only one of the move is correct, and the move is queen to a6. The queen goes to the a6 square, and this is, against this, everything basically loses. For example, let's have a look at king c4. There are 3 to 4 squares for the king. Let's start with king c4. Now comes queen to c4, checkmate. A beautiful combination. The bishop supports the queen and the knight covers the dark squares. Beautiful. The queen is controlling all the right square complex and the knight covers the dark square complex. This is one of my favorite checkmating patterns. Now going back, in this position you can also go king f5. In that case, there is another beautiful mate. Bishop to d3. This is the point. Knight again controls the g5 square. Bishop gives a check. Queen controls. This is very subtle and it's very beautiful. Alright, going back. He can also try, let's say, king d4, in which case we have queen to d3, checkmate. This time it's the pawn that covers the dark square and the knight that covers the dark square over here. Both the dark squares are beautifully covered, and the queen gives a checkmate on the light square. Beautiful. Amazing example. What happens if king e3? Again, queen d3. This one is a simple mate. The king covers the rest of the square and the bishop just supports the queen. What else is pending? Well, in this case, he can also go something like pawn to f5. Now, how do we give a checkmate? Turns out that again, the dark square has been controlled superbly by the knight, and that's why queen to d3 again is a nice checkmate. This is covered, this is covered. It's really beautiful how the pieces work together, and that's why the journey of finding queen a6 is a journey of finding the best way for the pieces to work together in harmony. So it's all about the coordination and harmony of the pieces. Queen a6 is a wonderful key move that is actually very difficult to find, to be honest. At least takes 5 to 10 minutes. Of course, grandmasters can solve it pretty much within seconds, within minutes, or even less. But of course, for average people, it should at least take about 5 minutes. And even if you did not find the answer, I think the process of solving is what makes us very strong, and that is the most important thing. Queen a6 is a beautiful move to find. So hope you enjoyed the chess problems I have selected for today. These are two beautiful chess problems, one by the great Paul Benko, and other by Mileko and Siklosi Pal. So thank you for watching. Do subscribe to my YouTube channel. More videos are on the way. Until next time, see you guys.